Hi everyone, I'm Phillips. Today, I'm going to tell you a story related to something quite sensitive, but very familiar. Yes, it's nothing else but a condom. My girlfriend Alex, 23, is a pretty girl who knows how to dress up to look even more attractive. We knew each other at the university where we attended. I'm from a well-off family. I'm also quite good-looking, and I know how to dress appropriately, so it was not too difficult for me to flirt with Alex. Through 3 months of dating, Alex agreed to become my girlfriend. During the 3 months of dating and the first 2 months after we were officially in a relationship, Alex and I did not have physical contact because she seemed to be a rather shy woman. I know this is quite the opposite of her attractive appearance, but that contrast made me love Alex even more. She does not love and sleep with just any guy to take advantage of them, but rather want to look carefully and choose the right person. She changed my personality a lot and also made me crave her like crazy. Until the 6th month, which was almost half a year since our relationship became official, Alex gave me the green light to experience sex with her. I am not a virgin when in the relationship with Alex, but nearly half a year of holding back made my body burn, as if it was the first time in my life. But for Alex, it was her very first time. I knew it, so I prepared everything as perfectly as possible, with scented candles, roses on the bed, and wine. Everything was so romantic. We kissed, we took off our clothes, and what we did it. But contrary to my intention, my body proved to be much more difficult to control due to Alex's sexy body. It lasted only 3 or 4 minutes, which surprised both me and Alex. While I felt embarrassed and didn't know where to hide my face to ease my embarrassment, Alex gently hugged me and said that she was happy. She knew how to comfort my feelings by saying that sex isn't everything. Moreover, it was only the first of many other times for the two of us. I immediately felt happier and grateful for having such a great girlfriend. But the second, then third, and many more times after that, my sexual ability remained unchanged, making me worry. But Alex seemed to hide her emotions and faked a smile to soothe me. I could feel dissatisfaction in her eyes, but Alex always said that it was important that I felt satisfied and not to worry about her. As a man, I also feel ashamed to be unable to satisfy the one I love. I went to the doctor for advice and followed, but my performance still lasted only a few minutes. Gradually, Alex also showed not as much interest in sex with me as at the beginning. I had to ask for it, and then she would please me. Quite a few times, she even excused that her menstrual cycle came early or last longer than usual to refuse sex with me. I started to feel more stressed and afraid to lose her. I graduated from college and got a job before Alex. We still loved each other and stayed together, even though we avoided mentioning the problem with our sex life. In our meetings with friends, the boys often joked freely about sex with each other, mostly showing off their achievements. I had to notice when Alex was not there before daring to make up something to impress the guys, not to feel like a failure. Until now, we have been together for nearly 2 years, since we first met. After graduating, Alex applied to work as an office assistant at a company in the city. Before this job, she had already been a beautiful woman who knows how to dress up, but from the day she started working there, I could see even more noticeable changes in her appearance. Alex had never dyed her hair for fear of ruining her shiny black hair. But just a few weeks after going to work, she quickly changed it to light brown and dressed up more than usual. She also started making friends with other women at the company, which I found nothing wrong if these women are not divorced, about to leave their husbands, or dated horrible people and get banned by their own family. I didn't feel secure at all. Whenever I commented on that, Alex would feel annoyed and said that her position required her to be friendly with different people to make working with them in the office easier. It was one of the few times she showed such a harsh attitude towards me. Although I disagreed, I knew my weakness was the limitations of my performance in bed, so I had to find better ways to talk to her. About 2 weeks ago, Alex informed me that she would go on a team-building trip with her company. I enthusiastically supported her and asked her if I could join because my time off was plenty. Alex dismissed me and said that other people in her company went alone without family members, so she didn't think we should. I was a bit sad to hear her say that, but I didn't know what else to say. Before she left, I was worried that she had just started working there and would not have saved enough money to spend on the trip, so I transferred to my lover a sum of money. Her trip was about a week long. Before she left, Alex was in her period, so we had no physical contact for almost half a month. I missed her so much. I picked up Alex from the airport and was happy to see her look better. I took my girlfriend back to our apartment, helped her bring her luggage up, and organized it. Alex was a little tired after the flight and went to the bathroom. While tidying up her things, I was startled to find in her pile of clothes a box of the same condom brand I often use. I couldn't help wondering why it got mixed up there. However, when I looked closely at the information on that box, I was shocked because its size was so much bigger than mine, and it was already half empty. Immediately, I banged on the bathroom door and angrily asked Alex to come out to ask, "Why did you travel without me, but bring condoms with you?" Alex looked shocked, snatched the box of condoms from my hand, and even raised her voice. She screamed that I had no right to rummage through her things because she didn't ask me to unload the luggage for her. Seeing her deliberately distracting me from the suspicious object, I couldn't let her fool me anymore, so I kept asking where the condom box came from. At that moment, Alex became awkward and said that it was mine and it must have been lost in her luggage by mistake. Enraged by the obvious lie of my lover, I shouted, "I have never used this size. This one is 35mm diameter, not my size." Seeing my resolute attitude like that, Alex still denied everything. She sat down on the floor, cried, and said that she wanted to hide her problem from me, to take care of it on her own, and considered nothing had happened. But I pushed everything to this point, so she had to tell the truth, that because of sex with me, she had an allergy and gynecological inflammation. The doctor prescribed and told her to put the medicine deep into the cervix with absolutely clean fingers. However, no matter how much our hands are washed, the condition still cannot be compared to a condom. So the doctor advised her to use a hand-lined condom to push the pill inside to make it both hygienic and less difficult than using her fingers. Hearing her made-up stories and her accusation of me for having such an infection, I despised Alex even more. I didn't want to deal with a deceitful person like her. I was sure that she had another relationship outside, probably with a colleague somewhere in the office. That was why she was trying to lie to me. I'm not a man who is unhygienic, that I made my girlfriend sick. I'm also not the type of person who's so stubborn and hot-headed to the point that she has to hide her medical examination. I was so angry. I searched for her office phone number and called all over the place. The story started to spread. Not until the next day, her whole office already knew what happened and texted her. Alex was so resentful that she packed up her stuff and left to stay at her best friend's house. The following days were a fight, both online and in real life, for me and her. I went all the way to her office and made a fuss to find the man she was with, which pissed off her boss so much that he had to call the security staff to escort me out. Alex was also forced to take a few days off work to deal with her problems. She immediately posted on social media her injustice story, along with an obscene description of my poor sexual performance, which attracted thousands of people to comment. It was unfair that they only heard the story from her side and cursed at me in the comments, with things like, other comments advocated that Alex was a pitiful victim in my affair because she was infected because of me and was not satisfied with the sex. They advised her to leave me soon. The whole world has been tricked by her. Please tell me what to do, guys. It has been many days since our argument, and no one is going to give in. Our story is still very hot on the internet, making it awkward for me to leave the house. I am so angry and couldn't think clearly.